majority of the cosmos is voids. Gigantic, unfathomably large spaces of empty nothingness. Bubbles of eternal night stretching hundreds of millions of light years, almost entirely devoid of galaxies, stars, or light. The loneliest places in existence. Voids are not just the absence of stuff, but weird worlds of darkness that are growing, drifting, colliding, and merging with each other. Inside them, space itself is stretched violently, and it's almost impossible to enter them. Simply put, voids are weird and scary, but they sculpt the entire universe and may ultimately decide its fate.
This is insane, chat. Voids. Voids are like a black hole, right? Aren't they like just a thing where you can't go into them, but they're just like a black, like just something that's a black like thing of matter? I don't know, chat. I think that's what it is. Voids are scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Today, we know of over 8,000 voids and supervoids, and we keep discovering more. No matter how large a cluster or...
Is there really 8,775 voids, chat? I think that's...
a cluster of
Is that what that
galaxies
meant?
get...
Look at... I think... Is that all the galaxies? Look at, like... There's so much, like, galaxies. Chat, have you ever heard of, like, the biggest, like... What's that galaxy called? It's like the biggest one. Our Milky Way's like in the mid, like not even, it's the smallest part of it. It's like a big cluster or whatever, chat. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's something like that. It's wild work.
There always seems to be an even larger void nearby. Let's jump off the cosmic cliff.
There's a larger void nearby?
To the heart of cosmic nothingness. The loneliest place in the universe.
Oh no.
You're zooming away from Earth at thousands of times the speed of light, leaving our solar system and our solar neighborhood behind. Now we see the entire Milky Way with its 200 billion stars and dozens of dwarf galaxies zipping around.
Look at this. Guys, this is crazy. Our Milky Way is that little like dot somewhere like there or over here. And that's just the beginning of the galaxy, you know? That's not even like the start of it. Or like the halfway through it. It's our galaxy's so big that it's insane. Like it's crazy, chat. You know?
Found it.
Like how space actually like works in reality, you know? It's kind of like it messes with your mind a little bit, you know, because you think about look at the thing of like the thing on Neptune, chat. Like the storm on Neptune. The storm on Neptune's been going for like thousands or millions of years, and it's just the winds on that is like 1,500 miles per hour, chat. That's mind-blowing, you know? Like, to be able to create a storm like that on a planet is just mind-blowing. It's nuts.
500,000 light years away on a collision...
See, 2.5 million light years away from the Milky Way to this galaxy right here.
Course is giant Andromeda and its own swarm of satellite galaxies.
Wow.
We're now moving 1 million times faster than the speed of light, seeing the local group of over 50 galaxies woven together by gravity, rivers of gas, and invisible scaffolds of dark matter. This is our pocket of the universe, 10 million light years across. No human will ever leave it, except for you.
10 million is insane.
As we zoom away even faster, we see the Virgo supercluster, a colossal wall of more than 2,000 galaxies spread over roughly 100 million light years.
Wow! So it's called a Virgo cluster, and it's 100 million light years away? Is that correct? That's nuts. I mean, look at this. It's the Virgo supercluster. That's the local group of where our Milky Way is. Like right over there, maybe. In that other like galaxy. And this is just the Virgo supercluster, 100 million light years away. That's nuts.
Over roughly 100 million light years.
Wow.
Careful now. You're right on the edge of the cosmic cliff where the true deep darkness begins. The local void, a gigantic empty bubble 200 million light years across.
200 light
If it was a bright thing and not absolute darkness, it would fill 40% of the night sky we see from Earth. All around us are dozens of such superclusters.
That's
and
wild!
gigantic voids filled with suffocating emptiness.
Wow,
now
look at
traveling-
this. There's so many voids here, chat. Look at, there's so many like black voids that are just nothing, that it's 200 million light years across to get to it. That's insane. Chat, let's look up here. Let's look up how long would it take to get to that Virgo supercluster if you had to travel. How long would it take to get to the Virgo supercluster? What? Reaching the Virgo supercluster, a massive cosmic structure spanning about 110 million light years across, would take 110 million years. Even if you travel at the absolute speed of light, with current human technology, it would take trillions of years to reach it. Chat, that's insane. So it would take 110 million years to get to the Virgo supercluster. If that's not even like saying that spaceship or just, you can't even reach that, chat. That's possible. Is it even possible to reach that? I don't know, man. It's just nuts.
Towards the greatest and emptiest nothing in existence, right into the center of the VODS supervoid.
Oh shit,
A
I've heard of
cosmic
this one,
desert
chat. The
around
VODS supervoid.
300 million light years wide. So
That's
gigantic
nuts.
it should contain thousands of galaxies. But instead, what do you see? You're surrounded by perfect darkness, the most absolute blackness the human mind can conceive. There is no up or down, no motion, nothing to orient yourself. There's not a single sign that the outside universe even exists. It's an inescapable prison, and this isn't some exotic corner of the cosmos. This is how the vast majority of the universe feels to human eyes. Just silent blackness without any movement. Everywhere, forever.
Forever.
Although there is something mysterious hiding in the dark, faint tendrils of dark matter penetrating into the void.
That's what I said. Dark matter. I think that's what helps create voids, chat, is dark matter, right? Or that's something with dark matter does something to the voids that does that.
Like cosmic lichen.
Look at dark matter. That's nuts, chat. I remember in school when I learned about, like, I took an astronomy class and I learned about, like, dark matter in space and all that, chat. It was the craziest class ever. It was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Dark matter is awesome.
Much larger forest of dark matter filaments that forms the scaffold of galaxies and galaxy clusters outside the void. And at their tips, we find faint bluish specks in the ocean of darkness. Void galaxies, lonely fireflies, unable to light up the night. The rarest galaxies we know, very isolated, very lonely. A universe of bubbles. Before we could look deep into space, astronomers thought we lived in a uniform cosmos with galaxies spread out evenly. But instead, we found that galaxies, cosmic gas, and dark matter were arranged into a vast cosmic
Dude, this
web.
is nuts.
A recurring pattern of sheets and filaments organized around enormous empty gaps, meeting at dense knots with galaxy clusters and superclusters.
Oh my gosh!
But this structure is not static. It just seems to be
Just the
because
galaxy. Look how big it is. Like, that's nuts. This is so mind-blowing. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know what to say. I'm like blown away of how like in depth this got, you know?
distances between galaxies are so incredibly vast. In reality, galaxies shoot through space at speeds of millions of kilometers per hour. They're on collision courses, orbiting each other, moving towards the center of larger galaxy clusters millions of light years away.
Yo, Dragon, what's up? What is, we're doing, this is the scariest place in the universe, talking about like voids and, just like the space and dark matter and stuff like that. But yeah, this was up, just came from a Jason Ween. Dude, shout out Jason the Ween. I love Jason the Ween, bro. Hell yeah, brother.
But they always seem to stick to the rims of voids like reflections of light on soap bubbles.
Appreciate you joining the
which
stream,
is
bro.
kind of weird. If they're this dynamic, shouldn't a galaxy shoot into a void occasionally? Well, voids are actually extremely hard to enter for galaxies from the outside, at least naturally, because gravity becomes weird at their edges and even weirder deeper inside them. If you didn't know better, you might think voids spit out anything trying to get inside, pushing galaxies to the edge. The way gravity works is that everything with mass in the universe attracts every other thing with mass. And since there's almost no mass inside, the cosmic web of galaxy superclusters on their edges are pulling things out of voids. The emptier a void is, the harder gravity is pulling on what remains.
What?
It's really like a tug of war where one side isn't even trying. Over time, voids are really only getting even emptier, and the walls and knots around them denser and brighter.
Chat, do you think one day, it could be millions of years from now, but you think one day, I think one day a void, because like, look how voids are made. They could possibly take over the galaxy, you know? Yeah, yep. It could take over everything, you know? Yeah, life can end in a cosmic destruction. Yes. It could like, it's like, isn't there something in their space that's like, that, I can't, it's the expansion of like the chat. You know what I'm talking about? The expansion of like the time warps of like all the space things of like, it's insane, bro. I don't
Would it
even
be
know.
hard to fly into a cosmic void with a spaceship? Well, not technically. The hardest part is escaping the gravity of your home galaxy. It also doesn't make much sense because what exactly do you want to visit inside a void? It makes sense to fly into a void if you want to hide, like really, really hide. But what cosmic horror would be scary enough for a civilization to try to escape into a cosmic void? Galaxies in the crowded cluster regions like our Milky Way are very active. Since its neighbor's gravity tugs and pulls at it, they collide and merge. Void galaxies are so isolated that they're aging in slow motion. They tend to be
Yeah, it's like we're living on a floating rock that we're just like waiting for that time to come, you know? Just like that specific day.
smaller, bluer, and full of gas, birthing new stars slower and calmer. So void galaxies could be the last places that will stay habitable in our dying universe. The last star in the universe will likely be born here. So maybe in 100 trillion years or so, a desperate alien race will embark on an impossible journey to stretch their existence just a bit longer inside a void galaxy. There's one more thing that makes voids unique places: dark energy. The mysterious force that most scientists think is accelerating the expansion of the universe and will ultimately cause its demise. We can't see dark energy do anything inside our galaxy or inside clusters because there's too much stuff putting things together via gravity, but we can see its effects inside voids. Here, dark energy blows.
Do you think some people have dark energy? Yeah, I think a lot of people have dark energy. It has to be, well, I don't know. Cause like this, it's an interesting topic to get on. Cause like this dude's explaining like all the voids, and this might be like a lot. No, no, not a lot, but poor dude with third. Yeah, not a lot, but I think like not dark energy, but just like a lot of some people have dark souls, I guess. I don't know. I think, but like this is the only thing that's gonna be living in our like world in the next 100 million years, you know? Like this is the only thing that can be existing in the next who knows when, chat, you know?
Up the bubbles of nothing. This is where the acceleration of cosmic expansion becomes visible. As voids are getting larger and larger, they're breaking the structure of
Yeah, I agree with you, Dragon, for sure, for sure. I definitely agree on that one.
universe. The
Facts.
beautiful galaxy filaments are slowly being ripped apart. As the emptiness encroaches, walls of thousands of galaxies are thinned out and pulled towards the edges, attracted by much denser regions at the margins, giving space to the emptiness of two void bubbles becoming one. In the far, far future, supervoids will take over the observable universe, crushing clusters and expanding further and further until the entire observable universe is nothing more than a gigantic void of nothingness, the loneliest place in existence.
Oh, that's scary to think about, chat. That's horrifying. Like, thinking of voids taking over the earth and it's just a black place. A dark black place with nothing. Okay. It's not like it's like that's scary, you know? Just a black, just black, nothing, there's nothing. No world, no people, no nothing. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst way to go, but you guys get my point. Like, it's pretty creepy. Chat.